Hey guys, I'm Jake with the Bushcraft channel, and today what we're going to talk about is how to make char material. Stay with me. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to make charred material today, but first I want to talk about why you make charred material and basically some of its uses and how exactly the mechanics work back behind making it. So obviously, you know, when you make charred material, you're thinking about the next fire. Let's say you get a bow drill fire going and you don't want to have to do that again. Well, if you make charred material and you can use something to spark it with, then boom, you've got a fire. You can also use the sun to ignite it. You can see some of this stuff in here is not done, but this is basically what you want it to look like. What I use for this time and what I like to use the most is charred punkwood. So basically, or not charred punkwood, just punkwood. So all punkwood is, it's a very, very squishy. It's not quite rotted yet, but it's in like the middle process of rotting. And you can see it when I hold it up to the camera, how squishy that wood is. It's basically like a sponge. This is going to be stuff that's the easiest to char. You can also use cotton material. A couple different things you can use is I've even used like inner bark of tulip poplar, but that stuff doesn't last, as far as the ember goes, near as long as this. So this is why I like to use this. Two, you can collect it naturally. You don't have to cut a piece of your cotton t-shirt off to make char material if you know what you're looking for and you know what to find. Okay, to better help you understand the mechanics of it, and sorry if I sound stopped up guys, I've had allergies bad for the past couple of days. So fire needs three things to burn. It needs heat, it needs oxygen, and it needs fuel. You take one of those three out, you will not have a fire and it will not work out. So basically what we're doing with this is we are taking oxygen out of one side of that triangle and basically superheating the material to carbonize it and starve it of oxygen, and turns it into this. You can see, let me grab a piece out of here. This stuff right here is super fragile. You could basically crush it and it turns to dust. So basically all you're going to do is, if you have a tin like this, you can also use a stainless steel water bottle and nesting cup, or a titanium water bottle and nesting cup, such as this one. But one thing that you want to remember whenever you do that is remove the lid, because you don't want to create a grenade, obviously, and have it blow up and shrapnel go everywhere. So let me put this in the fire real quick. I'm going to make this right here for you guys, get a couple clips of doing that, then I'll show you a couple ignition sources that you can use to basically light the char material. Okay, so I have my material in there right now. You can just leave the stuff that you've charred in there. Some of the stuff in here wasn't quite done yet. You can never overdo char, but you can undercook it. So I'm just going to create a little spot down in these coals right here from this fire I had going. Throw your can in there. Throw some stuff over here on top of it. Stuff's a little bit big, but it'll work. And once this catches, you can leave it in there however long you want. I'm probably going to leave it in there for about 20 minutes with a good fire going under it. That way it gets good and done pretty quick. Char material, like punkwood, takes longer to char than like a cotton cloth does. So stay with me, guys. If you need to, if you don't think it's quite done yet, use a stick or something, just rake those hot coals over top of it, just like that. Let it burn some more if you want. Like I said, you can never underdo it, you can never overdo it, but you can underdo it. Okay, so after you think it's done, the fire's kind of died down some, just rake all the coals off the top, take your can, move it out, move it out far enough to where that fire is still not heating it up. and then you should be good to go. Okay, so this can is hot. I can't even hardly touch it without burning myself. What you do not want to do is open up that can when it's that hot, because what are you doing? You're allowing oxygen back into the triangle of fire, and then it's all going to ignite. So just wait till it cools, cool enough to where you can touch it and feel it and handle it without it burning you too much, and then you can open it up to look at the char. Okay, so once our container is done cooling, we can open it up. So you can see all this is very well done. Nice big pieces of char for the next fire. There's a couple different ignition methods. You can use a solar ignition method by magnifying glass, or the compass on your, or the magnifying glass on your compass, excuse me. You can use flint and steel and or ferrocerium rod, and I'm just going to demonstrate some of those to you real quick. I'm going to take this piece right here, use it on a ferro rod. Basically all you'd want to do with this is hold the rod at the base of it and then strike down. And boom, you can see that ember's burning right there. Let me move you in here a little bit. So you can see how well that works for an ember if you needed to use it for one. Alrighty, so next up is flint and steel, and I have found the easiest way to do the ember with the flint and steel is to actually just do it right over top of the tin. That way you're not trying to focus it on one small area or one piece. So basically all you'd have to do with this really is just put your striker over top of it and hit it. You can see right there, we got one going. And you can see how effective that actually works. Whoops, dropped my damn ember. Do it again for you real quick, that way, just because I dropped it. It's actually got a couple pieces lit. You can see how well that actually works for creating an ember. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't done it yet, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, run over to my Instagram page. It's Buckeye_Bushcraft, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.